Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Tuesday, June 6, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's edition of Monday Night Raw, broadcast live on USA Network from the XL Center in Hartford, Connecticut. In the main event, Seth Rollins made the first televised defense of his World Heavyweight title, defeating Damian Priest by pinfall. Following the win, Priest's Judgment Day partner Finn Balor came out on the ramp to confront the champion. The match marked the first time a world title had been defended on Raw since Big E defended the WWE Championship against Austin Theory in November 2021. Cody Rhodes confronted Dominic Mysterio of Judgment Day during an installment of Miz TV.
I have a ton of empathy for you, Dom. I know that the 15 minutes you spent in prison was really rough on you. Hard times, indeed. I mean, look, you even have a worse prison tattoo than mine. And then after prison, you went on to WrestleMania to have a match with your father. But I don't know if I could call it a match because it was more like a public spanking. And you're right? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Rey Mysterio, who I admire and respect, I'm sure he's not the perfect father. Matter of fact, I know he's made some terrible mistakes, and I know that because I'm looking at one.
The segment ended with Mysterio slapping Rhodes and then hiding behind Rhea Ripley as Rhodes attempted to give chase. In Money in the Bank qualifying matches, Zoe Stark defeated Natalya and Becky Lynch beat Sonya Deville to qualify for the women's match. In another angle on the show, Matt Riddle got involved in a backstage pull-apart brawl with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci of Imperium. In other results, Intercontinental Champion Gunther pinned Kevin Owens, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, and Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Ricochet by disqualification due to outside interference from Bronson Reed. After the match, Reed attacked both Ricochet and Nakamura. In more WWE news, the company yesterday announced a multi-year partnership with the content sharing and streaming platform Twitch. As part of the new partnership, official WWE content will return to the platform, including WWE Superstar channels, which had previously been banned by Vince McMahon. WWE also plans to add a companion sidecast to go along with Monday Night Raw on the Twitch app to be hosted by a rotating cast of WWE wrestlers and other WWE personalities. The WWE Twitch channel will also reportedly host their other live content, including all premium live event press conferences. In Lucha Libre news, Andrade El Idolo will be taking part in his first match since last September's AEW All Out, according to an announcement yesterday. The match is scheduled to take place on June 15th at Arena Olímpico Laguno in Durango, Mexico, and pits Andrade against veterans Psycho Clown and Cibernetico in a three-way encounter. Andrade has been out of action since suffering a torn pectoral muscle. He is scheduled to be a part of the roster for AEW Collision, which debuts on TNT next month. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast, and remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.